Level 86, folks! We're getting close. Take this, Sagenhoff, to my spirit vessel. So that I can enter the tower, I imagine. Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower's systems in the umbilicus. If even the smallest fragment of Elidibus' essence remains, it should be possible to relocate it. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lena for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at that sensor gate. Actually, how would you say that? A sensor gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them I am living my life to the fullest, that I am happy, hardships and all. Well, we had best be on our respective ways. God's willing, we will see each other again ere long. Honestly, though, I'm wondering if, just because we're having all of these blasphemies occur, if the same would be true in the first. Because there's a distinct possibility that this is happening across the Esoterra, Eorzea metaverse, so to speak. Oh yeah, how am I on my... Alright, so, speak with Lena. Oh. Okay. It's been so long since we've been to the first. It's been even longer for me. I've been off this game for a year. I'm actually a little sad that my little flower disappeared. I kinda feel like I should still have it. I definitely still very much so feel like a Sprout. A returning player. I don't feel like I'm comfortable enough playing the game yet. Granted, I've been rotating between like 5 classes this entire game, so... I mean, there is that too. It's not like I've been sticking to Dark Knight. Right, so here's the gate. I like her fit too. The Crystarium gear is actually pretty sweet as a tabard goes. Oh no, she has the Vera accent. I think Lita actually has a spot of Irish. Oh no, and it's going automatic. Have you been well? No, that's definitely... No, I think it is. Have you been well, you and the others? We've no shortage of troubles, but we're well enough. And things are much the same for you as they were here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. He said this to you. These exact words. Oh, to know that he is happy. It fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Sagenhoff, for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself, futile a request though it is. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for the morrow. If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages on over who we should run the city in the Exarch's presence. On how? Most are of a mind that the Settlement Council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, while our representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far, nothing is set in stone, but however we choose to proceed, we will know it to replace our Lord. No one could. Now I kind of wish I had the tabard on. Have we recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say there have been. Curious that you should ask me this question, though. Some days ago, Reen came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late. That's not a good sign, folks. Reen has been dedicating herself to the restoration of the empty, you see. Though it will take many long years, the goal seems to have given her a newfound sense of purpose and fulfillment. So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she would be more willing to confide in you. May I ask what to broach the subject with her? You wish to enter the umbilicus. Very well. I shall fetch the key at once, and take the opportunity to find Reen. Please wait for me in the city, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity. Shall we say, I'll be along as soon as I can. A ready fist salute? Interesting. Wait a second. Wait a minute. No. I thought Crystarium was free for me. What's my free teleport then, Britannia? I think I should change that to... It's actually a good question. What should I change it to? Probably Rods at Han. Oh, I have to go there to... never mind. We'll do that later then. Whoops. I absolutely do want to teleport there, but I don't. I don't want to use a free ticket. That would be silly. Gorsh. Alright. And now to the Curiosities place. Just double check. Alright. And, oh, there's the shiny. You know, I guess when they made the indoor forest on the moon, they weren't entirely too far off, actually. They just made theirs a little less pretty. Alright. Looks like we're about to get some goodies. Sit back, relax, and enjoy, folks. We're getting cutscenes. They are indeed on the menu. I assume with voice acting. Oh my god, really? To my old eyes deceive, is that Saganhaft? Ah, it is. Full glad I am to see you hale and whole, my friend. What a wonderful surprise it is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's Return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours would be the one to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter of the soul, a subject that is a key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into the travel beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. There is no need to the questions I would ask you, or there is no end to the questions I would ask you, but if you could indulge me just for one for now, in your request to restore the night, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who offered you the greatest struggle? Who did give me the biggest struggle when I was playing Shadowbringers? Because I really didn't do the raids. I should have, but I didn't. So I don't know, could I say Eden? I'll say Hades, why not? That was the biggest bad of these. Hades, who bore the suffering of his people. Ah yes, Hades. He who sought to resurrect his ancient brethren. He was the final obstacle in your quest to restore the night. Your battle in the depths of the Tempest, the stuff of that makes. Yet compelling as it is, I worry that mere words wouldn't do justice to that fateful confrontation. Not that we would think to admit it entirely, of course. No. At the very least, we will impress upon readers that it was the climax of your hero's journey. I know you'd love to talk your ear off, Morin, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yulmore won't collect themselves. Of course. And afterwards, would you care to join me for a tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time, then, do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend, in particular. Remind him not to overexert himself. again and again till his ears fell off, if that's what it takes for him to take it to heart. Is the Nomu like a beaver-like creature, I wonder? Beaver? I think beaver is accurate. Certainly not like a chipmunk, right? Is that the Warrior of Darkness? It is. It's her. It's really her. What are you doing here? I can't do a tiny voice, apparently. If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Best not, Ricky. You'd only give her a stomachache. We've come to see Morin to get his advice. One of the guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first we need to choose a fighting style. While I know that I want to be a mage, Arkle isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem alright, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows about lots of things. He isn't here. Aww. Oh. Why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think that suits Arkle best? Axe, sword, or bow? So tank, or archer? How about for fighting and hunting both, the bow? Well, no, you guys should be a tank. That way you can have a healer, a caster, DPS, and a tank. You can be the three merry heroes. So for protecting your friends, I recommend the sword. The sword? If you took up the sword, you could be just like... Brandon, the Warrior of Light. I love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular, though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide, Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style, and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you. Not gonna go easy on you, kid. You don't become the Warrior of Darkness by playing around. Such fun she's been having basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms and wide-eyed younglings. But does she spare a thought for me? Of course not. I waited and waited and waited, but she won't so much as acknowledge the presence of her beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless. The Fae. Feo... Ooh? I need you? Oh, faithful Feoul, loveliest of branches, how I have missed you. Oh, she's Irish too. If you truly missed me, you should have cried for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. To make up for it, you will call me twice this passion next time, though for there to be a next time, you have some few struggles to overcome. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it? How do I know this? I joined, as we are, spying on you as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we Fae folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. Ah, but here are the ones you were waiting for. I wonder what manner of conclusion awaits at Tale's End. It's Reen. My apologies for the delay. Sagenhaft, it's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Well, something did happen. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that. I'm the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken with Heidelin, never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze like during the star shower. Yeah, that's not good. But then I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. Sagenhaft, what are you not telling me? I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. It's pretty terrible. Oh my. That's yeah. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amaro has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the first. So don't worry about us, please. Look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. There's that fighting spirit. No, we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath a blazing sky. Oh, that was quick. I like a quick quest. Yeah, leveled that bad boy.